I am gonna call Zach, who is my local guy. He's probably getting sick of hearing from me, but Zach, you here?
I'm here.
Holy cow, that was amazing.
Good to see you, buddy.
So let's get to the brass tacks of using Nudura Insulated Concrete Forms, the cost.
Yeah. So again, what do you think your upfront costs were additional by using ICF on those exterior walls versus stick built?
So versus stick built, and it varies with lumber prices being commodities, but I would say with this house in particular, because I built the same one, stick built,
Yeah.
I'm about 10 to 15% higher than what I would be in a traditional stick built home.
Yeah.
Now, all that to say, I feel like with some of the stuff I've done, I feel like I could get those costs down.
Sure.
I really could, but it's just like anything else. There is a learning curve with this.
There is.
And I think this is something that the more I use it, the more refined I can get my costs.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you, I've addressed this. I've had this question a lot. How much more is it to build with ICF, right? And the way that I look at it is, initially you probably will have some additional upfront costs. But when you add that 10 or 15% to the mortgage, right, you might be adding an extra $100, $150 to that mortgage overall. But then when you take the lowered insurance cost by typically half or better, and then you add in the utility savings, right, of usually about half, right?
Yep.
When you bottom line that out, putting the two of them right next to each other, you're actually cheaper living in that ICF home per month than you are out of that stick-built home that you built that was actually a little less upfront.
Well, and I know this, I've dealt with this long enough that 60% of your utility bill is water and heating and cooling. It really is. And so if you think about like going 1.5 tons on my heating and cooling, less than what I typically would be, more than pays with the insurance, with the utility savings, that more than pays that increase in what your mortgage could be. And the great thing about that is that's year over year over year. That never stops. So the longer that you live in these houses, which we're seeing now more and more, people are staying in houses and they're finding the location that they want to be in and they're building the house in that location and staying there. Those savings, they just will snowball and get bigger and bigger.
And utilities aren't going to do anything but go up, right?
Yeah.
So we've got to attack it at the forefront.
Mm-hmm.
This is a great way to attack that.
If you have any questions about the efficiency of Nudura Forms, go visit Nudura.com or contact a local rep in your area.